Me to their advantage to have slower conditions. It'll just be interesting to see how they do adapt and how they cope with that breeze as well, which is kind of tricky as well.
Quick check on the teams now, starting with Effin. In goals, Ryan O'Neill. Full backline, Robert Cagney, Alan Byrne and Pat Carroll. Mike Ray, Nicky Quaid and Paul Tracy in the half back line. Nicky Quaid captaining the Effin side from centre back. Midfield, Fergal O'Connor and Mark Mullins. Rory O'Connor, Tommy Quaid and Ewan Dillon, I should say, in the half forward line. And full forward line, Paddy O'Donovan, Pierce O'Kelly and number 17 Frankie Hare replaces 15 Clive Doherty. Over to the Bruff side now. In goals, Eric Finn. Full back line, Darragh O'Brien, Jason Hayes and James O'Riordan. Half back line, Patrick Finn, Paul Brown captaining at centre back and Kevin Bonner. Midfield, Darragh Butler and Sean Murnan. Half forward line, Christopher Brown, Danny O'Leary and Colin Madden. And the full forward line, David Brown, Bobby O'Brien and Paul O'Riordan. Referee for this evening, or for this afternoon's game I should say, is Timmy McGrath from Ula. Mark, coming closer and closer to throwing now. Who's going to do it?
Difficult to know. I think there won't be much between the teams. Just looking at both teams, they're very, very strong down the middle, of course, with Effin with the Quaids and obviously Paddy O'Donovan and Fergal O'Connor around that middle third. That'll be very, very important for them. I think Bruff have just shown, they've shown some very, very good form this year. And their second team going well as well, which is always a good sign for every club. But I just give the nod to Effin today. I just think they're better players. If they can perform to a level that they'd be accustomed to, I think it might give them enough to get over that line.
And you see in Premier Intermediate Championship since its inception really that it has probably been arguably the most competitive throughout all the Limerick Club hurling championships. You've seen it again last year, Monaghan going on to win it, eventually winning a Munster and All-Ireland title. Mungret, St. Paul's in a position 2 years after going up senior where they're in a quarter final already and a chance to earn promotion as well. So these two teams will be looking to follow that kind of track.
Absolutely, and there's very little between the aforementioned teams there, Mungret and Monaghan, and these two teams. So definitely the standard of this championship has been very good over the last few years. I think the teams in it get a fair crack at the whip. They get a good few games more than the senior championship. So it's very competitive, very little between the teams, and certainly looking forward to a game today with only the minimum between the teams today as well.
Looks like Effin have won the toss as well here with Timmy McGrath in the middle. They're going to be playing from left to right, we understand. So as I said, conditions, beautiful sunshine here a few minutes ago. Kind of gone a bit cloudy now, but there is a very strong breeze, as I mentioned earlier, going from right to left. Mark, both teams now going through their final preparations. Jerry O'Connor having, his final word with his Bruff side, and of course the same with their coach and the Effin side, Tommy Liddy. What's been said this time? Is it just reinforcing messages?
That's all. I mean, look, the result kind of looks after itself. If you get all the things that you prepared for, if you get them spot on. So I suppose just going over, breaking down the game into very small little pieces and the very basics, try to get them right, because I suppose anything tactically would have been dealt with during the week. So I suppose just getting the work rate right, just very simple things like first touch and control and your striking and all that kind of stuff, but bring the intensity to the game. I suppose that's a very important thing, especially in the opening 10 minutes. But I think, again, just going back to that point, whoever wins the wins the toss and has the advantage of the elements, I think that'll be very important. And obviously if you're against the elements, to manage that game and try and keep the margin to as minimal as possible up until the half-time break.
As we already said, a win for either side guarantees their place in the semi-finals of the competition. A draw this afternoon will see both sides book their semi-final spots. So plenty to play for across the Premier Intermediate penultimate championship round over the weekend. Of course, these two teams on 8 points, 3 teams as well on 6 points. So Newcastle, West Drumnathlacka and the PIHC also involved in this competition as well. So tight as per usual in the Premier Intermediate Hurling Championship. Effin now coming out of their final huddle, and we're moments away from throwing here. As we said, Bruff, Mark, with the breeze, as we mentioned, Effin winning that and opting to play against it.
Yeah, and again, it'll a lot will depend on how they manage the elements as well. And I suppose, not to be going for crazy shots a long way from the goals as well. So just using your head, but so just looking forward to a really, really good contest. Two good hurling teams who like to move the ball as quickly as possible, and it should be a very, very good contest.
So Timmy McGrath, referee from Ula, ready to throw the ball in. Bit of jostling as you'd expect before he does that, and it's going to be Bruff that are onto it straight away here with Darragh Butler. Butler delivering a ball inside, heading towards his full forward line, and it's over there trying to win it is David Brown. Of course, so good in their Junior B Championship win last year and throughout their run to the All-Ireland final as well, but it's Effin that come away with it quickly, and a chance for Paul Tracy to clear. Under pressure does Paul Tracy, does switch place, a dangerous one from Tracy across his own goal, and this could work out for Bruff. It has worked out to their number. That's gone for goal straight away, it did. Christopher Brown may have been after to throw that one over, didn't get the opportunity though, but Bruff still trying to win possession here. One-handed pick there attempted by Kevin Bonner, but again Effin are there in numbers and trying to win it there. It's Paddy Donovan. Paddy Donovan way out from where he was expected to start. Well, not expected to start, but he always ends up around the middle or centre forward position. The battle is eventually won there by Kevin Bonner. Bonner's been pushed over, and Mark, a frenetic start to the game.
Yeah, frenetic start, and again, as you rightfully said, like Paddy Donovan out around the middle third there for Effin, so it's very important that they try and find him with those short stick passes if they can at all. But yeah, good opportunity here for Bruff, not too far out from goals to open their account, and you'd certainly be expecting Dara Butler to put this one over.
So it's Dara Butler, difficult enough an angle, but one that shouldn't be a major issue. Hasn't managed though. Yeah. It's the first shot of the game, and it's gone to the left of wide. Second shot of the game, I should say, but they're the kind of ones, Mark, into the breeze as well, or with the breeze, you have to be scoring. You
have to nail those ones, and especially very disappointing that he put it wide in his own side, so he looked to improve the next time out.
Donovan takes that one brilliantly, read it very well, hand passes along to Fergal O'Connor with Limerick, of course, first year in 2023. So Donovan, who was with Limerick last year, trying to get there as well, but Bruff are back in numbers, and Sean Murnan gets it away, but again, good work from Fergal O'Connor. It's going to break again for Bruff though, and Patrick Finn gets the short pass away now. It's Colin Madden, good work from Bruff, working through the hands, and it's Finn again, good challenge though from Nicky Quaid, and just dislodging the ball from the Bruff player's hands, and a battle on the ground ensues after that, and it's Effin that do come away, and it's no surprise it's Nicky Quaid that has it. Nicky Quaid has been fouled, and Nicky, Mark, as you'd expect, having that kind of start to a game.
Yeah, and hole in the middle there, but you can see kind of Jerry O'Connor's fingerprints all over the Bruff performance there in the first instance. They managed to turn the ball over in the Effin attacking half forward line and broke with numbers then.
Nicky Quaid delivering this one, a lovely flick there, shooting chance for Effin to get the first score of the game. It's going to drop into the hands though of Eric Finn. Shot coming from Rory O'Connor, lovely bit of work from Frankie Orr with the flick, but it's Bruff that clear it long did Finn after catching it. Is there a foul? There is a foul indeed, and there's going to be a free and a chance for Dara Butler maybe to make up for that one he missed moments ago. But Mark, good catch from Eric Finn, and it just showed that shot from Rory O'Connor, the strength of the breeze as well.
Yeah, strength of the breeze. You'd expect the one from Effin there to go straight over the bar, but the wind got hold of it and dropped short into the goalie, and straight away with the clearance, Bruff were on the attack, and the ball went straight into the full forward line, and good opportunity now for Bruff to open their account.
So Dara Butler, probably an easier angle for him on this occasion, and a bit closer to goal as well, just at the edge of the D. On the right hand side of it, Butler wasting no time. Hasn't hit that one either though, and it's broken. And Effin, they've gotten that one away, and it's a quick short pass to Mike Ray. Mike Ray blocked as well. The striking not there as it drops to Kevin Bonner. The strike isn't there either from Christopher Brown. And it's a second wide for Bruff, and that free from Dara Butler again, Mark. He just won't be happy with the way he's striking them early on. No,
you really have to nail those ones, and a good chance as well after that from Chris Brown. Probably, a bit too rushed and missed out on the chance.
Donovan won the puck out again, but he's blocked down on that far side by Patrick Finn. It's going to be an Effin sideline ball. Donovan, he's contemplating taking it, and he's going to take it. Mark Mullins had a bit of interest in that one as well, so opening stages here, still a bit of shadow boxing going on in the lines of Limerick Premier Intermediate Hurling Championship clash between Effin and Bruff. That's a good ball in from O'Donovan, but Bruff are back in numbers, and it's Paul Brown now possession, gives it off again, as Mark Foley mentioned. As you can see, Jerry O'Connor's hands all over this Bruff team, as that one is eventually delivered in by Kevin Bonner. Breaks over the head of Paul O'Riordan, and David Brown is there, and David Brown has hit that one, and he's hit it straight over the bar. First position for the tricky corner forward. We played 4.5 minutes, first score of the game.
Yeah, great score from David Brown. And again, Bruff just showing excellent support play, building it out from the back and delivering the ball then when they see an opportunity. And good start there for David Brown, and looks very dangerous in the corner.
Ryan O'Neill plays that one, well kept in on that far side by Ewan Dillon, but Bruff have possession again. It's into their centre forward, and it's Danny O'Leary. O'Leary strikes it in towards Brown again. Brown unable to win clean possession, but he's made sure the Effin man didn't as well. And it's David Brown moving backwards first of all, I should say, with the hope of moving forward, but he's met by the challenger Nicky Quaid, and it's Effin that have it once more here. Fergal O'Connor delivering straight up the middle, but again Chris Brown is there for Bruff. Good play, good tracking back from Brown. He's going to go for the long range shot. Brown, accuracy isn't there, and it's gone to the left and wide, third wide for Bruff.
Yeah, just a pot shot there from Chris Brown. Probably should have elected to give the ball inside because it was 2-on-2 inside, and a decent low ball inside would have caused problems for Effin. But again, you can see the strength of the wind, and it's very important that Bruff just don't kind of take on those pot shots all the time. Let's just vary it up a bit and leave the ball inside the odd time.
O'Donovan is there again for Effin. That's 2 out of 3 wins for him. 3 out of 4, I should say, as Nicky Quaid finds Frankie Hur inside from Frankie into the full forward towards Pierce O'Kelly. Doesn't go for him. Full back line for Bruff, and Jason Hayes is there. Simple hand pass out to Kevin Bonner, but he's immediately under pressure from Tommy Quaid into Paul Brown to the middle. Brown wastes no time delivering and switches play over towards the run of David Brown. It's not going to be won by Brown though. Over there for Effin is Robert Cagney. Cagney under pressure though. Great work by 2 Bruff forwards there. The pass comes from Brown to Colin Madden, and Madden has sent it between the posts. Another score for Bruff, and Mark, that hard working full forward line's paying dividends early on.
Yeah, again came from a turnover. You'd have expected Effin to win that ball because the Effin cornerback was favoured to get there, but Bruff managed to turn it over. Not the best strike, but it's all that matters. It went over the bar, and another point for Bruff.
Ryan O'Neill getting us back underway, looking for you and Dylan here. There's pressure on to Dylan with a superb catch and plays it inside quickly towards Pierce O'Kelly. Battle there, and Kelly has fouled his marker Jason Hayes there. You can see the hand just on the shoulder and the back, and it's the chance now for Bruff and Eric Finn to launch another attack from inside his own 21 metre line. It's Finn, strikes it, and he strikes it well straight down the middle though towards Nicky Quaid. Should be meat and drink for Nicky, and exactly is. It's brilliant to take from the Effin centre back, and he manages to win it free as well.
Yeah, good hand there from Nicky Quaid. Just interesting to see the way Effin have set up. They've Pierce O'Kelly inside, probably, more favour to direct ball, maybe a high ball going in there. He seems to be isolated up front in his own. Maybe if they elected to play someone else in there and go left or right, it might suit them a bit better. Pierce probably better off with the wind in around the edge of the square in the second half.
There's Tommy Quaid, and Frankie Hur seems to be the one that's floating out the field a little bit for Effin. It's Nicky Quaid that will eventually take this and mark maybe a bit of experience. We've seen Nicky being credited with wasting a bit of time during the All-Ireland Championship run, but
yeah,
he knows exactly what he's doing here as well, and probably may fancy his chances even with the strong breeze. He's going to go. Didn't hit it at all well though. And Paddy O'Donovan puts the hand up, and O'Donovan breaks it down for himself again. Paddy O'Donovan switches play over towards you and Dylan. Dylan waits for the ball, and that's a good interception from Kevin Bonner. And Bonner delivers inside for the run of Paul O'Riordan. He's going to be challenged by Pat Carroll when he gets there. Good pick up from O'Riordan. He's got Colin Madden with him. Madden already with a score in this game. He's looking for point number 2, and Colin Madden has sent over Bruff's 4th wide of the game.
Yeah, good approach play there. I think initially Paul Reardon getting on the ball, a very, very good pass outside to Colin Madden, and just to finish left him down again on his own side. So Bruff will be disappointed. They are creating opportunities but need to be more clinical.
Puck out into the middle from Ryan O'Neill. There's breaking again for Chris Brown and Bruff. Brown, lovely touch in the centre there, and it's the centre forward that gets the strike away. Danny O'Leary, and Mark, in these conditions, that's an excellent score.
Yeah, excellent, and great touch, number 1, just one touch into the hand with a difficult ball to control, and a great strike off his left hand side straight over the bar. An excellent score, and again Bruff seem to be winning that battle in the middle third, and if their use of the ball is a bit better, they could open a bit of daylight.
Plenty of players going up for that, but it breaks initially to Fergal O'Connor, but Paul Brown showing all his experience to win that one and playing it into David Brown. David Brown now under pressure, hasn't been fouled, says referee Tim McGrath, and a chance for Nicky Quaid to get in there. Hasn't won clean ball, and the battle ensues on the ground once more, and Timmy McGrath does the right thing in blowing it up, although I'm not sure if Bobby O'Brien will be overly happy he'd come away with it, but the whistle was well blown at that stage. Well blown at that stage.
It's interesting as well that Bruff are able to create that separation between their full forward line and their half forward line. They'll be very happy about that. Effin less so, because they're only playing 2 men inside, and they should be able to close it down a little bit more.
Another battle on the ground here. It is nearly won by Colin Madden, but neither side able to win it cleanly again here, until it is Effin and Fergal O'Connor gets a pass away. It's going to break, and it's going to break again to Effin. Ball played up to the half forward there, Rory O'Connor, but it's Bruff again that have it, and Bruff getting another shot off, and it is a shoot inside policy, and that has not worked again for Chris Brown. Another wide for him and another wide for Bruff. Yeah, 5 overall inside 10 minutes. Yeah, another wide, and they'll be disappointed about that, because realistically,
it's hard enough to create opportunities. Maybe the back end of the year you have to be more clinical.
Indeed you do. Here the breaking ball here works out again for Bruff and Sean Murnan delivering it. That's going to go out over the sideline though. Good hook from you and Dylan. Just got a little bit, did enough on making contact with the hurley, and it's going to be an Effin sideline ball. And that's the kind of thing Effin need to do more. Bruff have got it too easy around the middle area.
Yeah, just put heat on the ball and affect the delivery. Like, that was good work there from Effin, just forcing the delivery out over the sideline, and that'll be required for the next 20 minutes to get to half time with a decent opportunity to come out in the second half and affect the scoreboard. But yeah, at the moment Bruff will on top. Effin just staying in the game.
Paddy O'Donovan now with a chance to get Effin's first score. He hasn't. Hits the post, just flicks off the post. It was coming back beautifully from Paddy O'Donovan. Good work. Sideline ball from Mike Ray. Great work from Tommy Quaid.
Yeah.
Ultimately ends in a wide. That's a quick puck out from Eric Finn. Switched in by Colin Madden. Hand goes up from O'Riordan. Effin are back in numbers. But it's Bruff again that have it. It's Danny O'Leary looking for a second score. He looks out, goes for the shot instead. It's going to drop into the hand of Ryan O'Leary, and Danny O'Leary I should say. Seemed to be in a bit of pain there, but he's up and out as Nicky Quaid's pass doesn't go to plan. But Pat Carroll has won, and Carroll just a little flick at early across the helmet there by David Brown. A free out for Effin.
Yeah, Nicky Quaid again. Paul Brown seems to be playing as a +1 at the moment. They have an extra man in the defence, so he'll have to avoid him.
That's exactly what he's done though, but it's a good take from Kevin Bonner, who's had a very solid start to the game for Bruff. Into the middle, finds his corner back, and that corner back is James O'Riordan delivering it in long towards Paul O'Riordan, but again Effin are there in numbers, but this time and for the second time Robert Cagney has not been able to get the ball into his hand, and it could create a chance here for Bruff. It's Colin Madden, and Madden has got one already in the game. He's got number 2 here, and Effin just can't afford into the breeze those kind of mistakes.
Yeah, if you're forced to the ball, you got to control it. And I suppose, look, another point on the back of a turnover from Effin, having a chance to get control of the ball. Didn't manage to do so, and I think Paul O'Riordan turned it over, and then an excellent score on the run from Colin Madden.
4 points to 0 in favour of Bruff with that strong breeze as Nicky Quaid delivers in towards Pierce O'Kelly. This time O'Kelly's got there ahead of Jason Hayes, but Hayes has been diligent in his defensive work there, and it's Hayes that coming away with possession now as well for Bruff. Good pressure on though, and he's overcarried. Great work from Tommy Quaid and Pierce O'Kelly to put that pressure on, and for once it's paid dividends for Effin instead of Bruff.
Yeah, it's interesting, like a lot of the scores or opportunities from scores are coming from the defenders getting first to the ball and either being pressured into turning the ball over or on that occasion holding on to it too long. So a testing one here now for Paddy Donovan to open his account. Not an easy free by any stretch of the imagination, especially with the wind and it being more or less on the sideline. So a very, very tough one to start off with.
He's had his radar with one shot so far as Paddy Donovan flicked off the post and went to the right and wide. That's the only shot on target that Effin have really had. Of course, that one from Rory O'Connor dropping short early in the game. But it's Paddy O'Donovan. Well, there's been some mountain, I think, or some descent in the towards referee Timmy McGrath. Didn't hear anything on our end, but where it doesn't need to be a loud one. Mark does it, it's just a little mention.
No,
and it's made it life a lot easier for Paddy O'Donovan.
Yeah, absolutely. Definitely more manageable now, and you'll expect Paddy to put this over the black spot.
So Donovan strikes that, and Effin are on the board here in Kilmallock. 4 points to 1, and we have played just over 13 and a half minutes here in Kilmallock.
Yeah, and Effin will be pleased at this stage because, having not had the better of things, they're only 3 points behind, and they'll be happy with that outcome.
Puck out from Eric Finn. Again, ball goes to ground, and a battle follows, but it's Fergal O'Connor who moves forward with it, gets the pass away to Rory O'Connor. The movement is there from Pierce O'Kelly. The delivery is good in towards Pierce O'Kelly. You can see what he's trying to do every time, trying to break it past Jason Hayes, and that's exactly what Pierce O'Kelly has done. That's O'Kelly with the strike, but that's one that's gone to the left and wide. The idea was right from Effin's point of view, Mark, but the execution wasn't there.
Yeah, just the execution again. Spun Jason Hayes fairly well there, got the ball back, and it looked like it was a routine enough score, but just pulled it to the left of the post. But you can see the kind of system Effin are playing with. They're withdrawing their 2 corner forwards. Obviously Paddy Donovan's out around the middle third, letting Pierce O'Kelly up front on his own and trying to hit the channel. So yeah, just unfortunately he couldn't put that one over.
Chance now for Bruff to get another score. The strike is good on this occasion for Chris Brown. He's had 3 efforts, Mark. He's finally hit the target.
Well, it's third time lucky and definitely hit that one with conviction. There was no doubt about that. And an excellent score again from Bruff. And again, coming out around the middle third where they seem to have the upper hand.
Indeed they do here as Effin goes short, and that one hasn't worked out. And David Brown is all over Pat Carroll there. And Bruff again trying to look for the turnover. Carl's done well though, he's been diligent in his work. Gets a pass away, good pass indeed it is too. Push on the back on Mark Mullins as well, and a free out for Effin. Dangerous kind of messing around with that, Mark, given the way things have gone in the full back line so far.
Well, that's it, and I suppose at club level, I suppose, don't want to sound like a dinosaur, but it certainly is. It's risky in the extreme to be playing around with the ball, especially this time of year when it's going a small bit slower and the skill level mightn't be as good as the inter-county stuff.
Lovely ball from Nicky Quaid. A chance for Ewan Dillon, hasn't struck it well. Eric Finn decides to play it rather than leave it go wide. He's got all the time in the world after that good touch and launches an attack in towards Paul O'Riordan. David Brown is there, so is the full forward there. Bobby O'Brien breaks out and it breaks in favour of Effin and the half back Mike Ray. Mike Ray gets a hand pass away to Paul Tracy, and Tracy has a bit of help down there. There is an injury though at the other end of the field, and it's Pierce O'Kelly. I think, Mark, he landed when Eric Finn turned him. May have landed, the leg stood, and this could be a big problem for Effin.
Yeah, Pierce, he seems to be in a spot of bother there now, and obviously the type of player like it doesn't go down unless there is something wrong with him and seriously wrong with him. So yeah, he'd be a big loss to Effin, no doubt about that, especially in the second half maybe when they're with the wind and there'll be a bit more aerial stuff coming in around the square. He's working very, very well at the moment, so yeah, certainly hopefully he's okay and resumes his place, because his loss would be really felt by Effin, so just hoping he gets back up. Yeah, he seems to be okay, so yeah, we'll continue as we were. But just in terms of the overall game, Bruff will be very, very happy with their performance, less so with their execution and their accuracy. Like they probably should have 8 and probably 9 points on the board at this stage. Outside of Paddy Donovan's free, the only other real chance they had was from Pierce himself, and the one which Paddy hit the post. So certainly chances at a premium for Effin, and they'll have to be far more productive as the game goes on.
O'Kelly is okay to keep playing here as Nicky Quaid delivers the indirect free towards Paddy O'Donovan. He's been fouled as well, and he's working hard as Paddy, and he's worked hard to get that one as well, freeing.
Yeah, a lot of referees would have probably left to go. It was one of those 50-50 ones, and he definitely got the benefit of the doubt. And again, it's for the free taker of Paddy O'Donovan's quality, it's a straightforward enough one now in front of the goals for him. And again, like Effin, you'd expect him to put this over the bar. 5 points to 2, 3 points down. With Bruff having dominated the game, they'll certainly be happy with that with only 17 minutes gone.
So Donovan with the strike, and yeah, straight over the bar. That one goes for Paddy O'Donovan. Second point for Effin, and a second one for their ace marksman as well. A second free for him, and it is 5-2 in favour of Bruff in the 18th minute here. Puck out goes then to the Danny O'Leary, and it's off then to Patrick Finn. Finn goes from long range, and that's wide. Number 6 for Bruff. And Mark, they'll be hoping that they don't count these wides later on in the game, where it could prove very costly. Yeah, absolutely. Another one you'd expect to get, and even could have travelled further, to be fair. But definitely Effin have a problem in that middle third. The Bruff seem to have the upper hand there, and they seem to be able to free up one player there all the time. So Effin will definitely have to get to grips with that, and maybe their half forward line will have to work a little bit more when they don't have the ball to try and crowd out that middle third and make sure that every ball won is a battle. Over carrying there in the middle of the park. And the man that was blown up was Mark Mullins. A chance for Dara Butler, his third attempt from place balls in this game. He hasn't had one in a while. First two didn't go to plan. He struck this one much better as Dara Butler. No mistake with that one, Mark. And confidence may have been a bit shaky going into that, but he nailed it. Yeah, he nailed that, of course. A long ways out, but with the wind at his back, straight in front of the goal, no mistake, and an excellent score there. And again, Bruff just pushing it out to 4 points. Ryan O'Neill puck out, aiming for Paddy O'Donovan as well. 2 Bruff players go, usually not the way you'd want it, and it's broken into Rory O'Connor, and he is away here. Sean Murnan doing his best to stay with him, but Rory O'Connor is still going. Goal chance developing here for Effin. Goes for it and buries it. What a finish from Rory O'Connor. Cardinal sin on the far side. 2 Bruff players going for the one ball. He waited, did Rory O'Connor, and from the Bruff 65, he made his way in, Mark, and there's so many things to talk about with that goal. Yeah, well, I suppose from a Bruff point of view, they'll be very, very disappointed with that. 2 players going up for the ball, and one of them being a centre back who should be holding his position in the middle of the field. And you see, when the ball wasn't won, then it was open country all the way to the goals. What a finish from Rory O'Connor. Showed patience on top of that, and certainly Bruff from a defensive point of view will be absolutely, they'll be so disappointed with that, because there's one thing I suppose you have to make sure of is that you hold the middle at all times, and someone has to hold the middle, and there was no one there to meet him at all. It's Nicky Quaid taking this one quickly, looking for Tommy Quaid. Paul Brown has got there. That's much more like it from Paul Brown's point of view, and he delivers it long. Battle with Bobby O'Brien. Great full back play though by Alan Byrne coming out with it, and it's Mark Mullins now, and Effin seem to have their dander up a bit here as Nicky Quaid moves forward with the ball. Quaid under pressure, he's been fouled by Paul O'Riordan. Nicky may be lucky enough to get away with that one, Mark.
Well, again, Nicky showing his experience, just drew the hurley in around his neck and down he goes, and you know that's something that you can't teach. You've got to go through the years to be able to manufacture those frees, but using his head again, and Effin in a great position now again with an attacking platform.
And Nicky finds Tommy once more from the place ball. Tommy into the middle towards O'Donovan. Touch wasn't there. It was for Paul Brown though. Pressure on Brown though. It's flicked away from him. And it is Pierce O'Kelly who did very well getting involved in there. Rory O'Connor's off again for Effin. He's already shown what he can do, Rory O'Connor, but he struck this one to the left and wide. But Effin really have got a huge lift from that goal.
Yeah, like a goal against the win like that gives a massive boost of confidence to any team, and Effin are, they've had the first attack then straight after the goal as well, and their tails are up, and Rory O'Connor just unfortunate there that he didn't put it over the bar. Sensational
catch from Nicky Quaid from the puck out, gets the hand pass away to Fergal O'Connor, switches it out to that side, and it's Ewan Dillon trying to win it. Pressure's on though, and it's good work from the Bruff defence this time. Hand pass comes into Murnan. Murnan's going to launch this one towards goal, and he's hit it to the left and wide, and it's another wide for Bruff. Up to number 7 now.
Up to number 7, yeah. And again, the 2-on-2 inside, probably worth maybe putting that ball into the corner and see what the Effin full-back line are made of, because there was good separations, good attacking platform, but and then elected to go for the scoring wide.
Ryan O'Neill's puck out wasn't good there, and it hasn't been punished, though. It's another wide. And there's just so many of these, Mark, that are pot shots. As you said, work the ball in. The full forward line has looked dangerous every time it's gone in there.
Yeah, and mix it up, or even that chance there, could have put the ball in the hurley, put it over the bar off his left-hand side, making sure, but tried, hit it off his right, pressure coming in, a 50-50 shot, and wide it went.
Dara Butler now after Chris Brown into the middle it goes, and Sean Murnan after Dara Butler. Butler coming back onto his right hand side, has more time than he realised, gets the strike away, does Butler, but again it's gone to the right and wide, came across the ball, and it's another wide for Bruff, and they're just becoming more and more edgy when they shoot, Mark.
Yeah, it is squander mania now at this stage, and it seems to, it seemed to be it seemed to have affected most of the team at this stage. And again, an opportunity there under pressure to put the ball in, but he elected to go for the shot, and again wide it went, and another boost for Effin.
Yeah, 3 in the space of 90 seconds there. Rory O'Connor wins the breaking ball, plays it in towards Frankie Hurr. Lovely touch from her once more, and Frankie's on the run here. Can he get the shot away? Frankie Hurr, he gets the shot away, but it's gone far to the left and wide. It's a 4th wide for Effin, and conditions definitely playing their part as well, Mark. It has to be said for both teams.
Yeah, and the wind held that one up again, but better play from Effin there. But look, the problem from an Effin point of view, they've been caught in the middle third all the time. Bruff seems to have an extra player there. Effin's half forward line not working back hard enough, and another chance created for their half back here.
Kevin Bonner's had a very good game, and Kevin Bonner has bookmarked that with a lovely score that Bruff badly needed. Good work from Colin Madden. Bonner in the first place, Madden with the lovely hand pass out to the wing. That's what Bruff need to do more of.
Yeah, absolutely, and good support play, and the wing backs coming up the field whenever they get an opportunity or when they see daylight, and that's what Bruff are capable of. When it comes off, it looks very, very impressive indeed. Just have to polish up in their shooting. 23
minutes played here in Kilmallock in the lines of Limerick. Premier Intermediate Hurling Championship, 6th round clash between Bruff and Effin. It's Bruff leading 7 points to 1-2 as Paul Brown delivers again. Effin are there out in front, and it's Mike Ray, their vice captain, that has it, plays it up to Rory O'Connor, who definitely has his confidence up, and off he goes this time, chased hard by Chris Brown. Chris Brown has won the ball, says referee Timmy McGran. It's Paul Brown launching this one high. This one has definitely been dropped in around the edge of the square. Paul O'Riordan leaving it breaks into him now. Paul O'Riordan shot, brilliant save from Ryan O'Neill. Reactionary stuff. The touch was brilliant as well, it has to be said, and it's Effin that come away with possession, played up that line again towards Ewan Dillon, but Paul O'Riordan saw the chance, Mark, went for it. A good save by Ryan O'Neill. Saw it late, you'd imagine as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, in fairness to Paul Brown or Paul O'Riordan, did everything right, controlled the ball, swiveled on his left hand side, a fantastic shot, but what a save from Ryan O'Neill. And not only did he save it, he controlled it, one touch into the hand, and used the ball correctly then after that. So a fantastic save there, and a good boost for Effin.
Daniel Leary with the sideline goes into the middle. Mike Ray is there for Effin. Good touch from Ray. Challenge though was good from Murnan, and it's flicked back now to Chris Brown, and Brown with the shot this time. And this time Chris Brown has nailed it. Bruff have reacted well. They hit 3 wides in 90 seconds. They've got the next 2 scores since.
Yeah, and again, another score off a turnover. Probably poor control from an Effin point of view. Ball worked out to Chris Brown, and a good finish off his left-hand side. He seems to be the one forward that definitely has found his radar. And after 2 early wides, he's hit the target on his last 2 attempts.
Puck out from Ryan O'Neill. So Donovan going up. Breaks now to Ray. Ray flicks it ahead, looking for the run of Tommy Quaid. Quaid will get there first. Kevin Bonner in close proximity. Lovely show the ball from Tommy Quaid. Plays it on now to the run of Fergal O'Connor. This could spell danger for Bruff again. It's Fergal O'Connor going through. It's O'Connor. Saves. Brilliant save. Brave save as well from Eric Finn. Goal chance for O'Connor. He did strike it straight at him. Keeper still had to stand up, and Paul Brown launches it clear for Bruff. Down towards David Brown. 2 Bruff players go up. Trying to break it for Bobby O'Brien was Paul O'Riordan. Back there's the fullback, Alan Byrne. Byrne has the ball in his hand. He's done very well. And plays it out to Mike Ray. Ray turning into a bit of trouble, needs a bit of help, finds it in the form of his captain Nicky Quaid. Quaid switching play over towards the run of Paddy Donovan. Pressure's on. Donovan brilliant there to outlast Patrick Finn. Finn has fouled Paddy O'Donovan, and Paddy O'Donovan tried to keep going playing, but Patrick Finn has blown back for a free, and maybe a bit of bookwork for referee Timmy McGrath. Breathless bit of play, Mark.
Yeah, absolutely, and initially a great opportunity for Effin. I think it was Fergal O'Connor who went straight through on goal. Bruff seemed to have a problem when the half back line is breached and they got in behind. Almost a carbon copy of the first goal. Fergal O'Connor straight through on goal, no one hole in the middle, plenty of open space between him and the goals, and it was actually a fantastic save by the goalie. The ball is worked up the field. Bruff managed to work it up the field, but again turned over. Nicky Quaid, excellent use of the ball, great pass to Paddy O'Donovan, and he's an opportunity now that he puts over the bar.
Yeah, beautiful strike from Paddy. 3rd of the game for him. 3rd point for Effin. Very hard work to win the free in the first place. Patrick Finn had done well, but clear free, and we didn't go into the book, but he's certainly been noted. We played 26.5 minutes here, and it's an enthralling contest here in Kilmallock as Patrick Finn is on the ball again here for Bruff. Hasn't been fouled by O'Donovan. Gets the hand pass away to Danny O'Leary. O'Leary launches that one towards goal. That one's going to tail harmlessly to the right and wide again. And that is double figures now on the wides count with 27 minutes played for Bruff.
Yeah, and I don't think he actually saw it on that occasion, but Colin Madden had made a fantastic run all the way to about 30 yards from goals. No one within 20 yards of him. Unfortunately, he wasn't spotted, and the chance was lost.
And they're on the run again is Rory O'Connor here for Effin. We already know how dangerous he can be. He's looking for goal number 2. Does he get a save by Finn? The rebound is there for Frankie Herr, and that's goal number 2 for Effin. And Mark, in the context of this game and that this whole championship, that could be huge.
Yeah, massive score for Effin. And again, look, all the 3 goal chances have been exactly the same. Paul Brown going up for a ball that he had no right to go up for, and again caught out of position and straight through the middle. No one at home. The initial chance, good save, and then the rebound into the back of the net. Massive boost for Effin, and they're certainly, their tails are up now, and they look like scoring goals at will. So Frankie Herr very happy with that, and Effin, facing into the half-time break, are in a great position.
It's Darren Butler now trying to lift things for Bruff. He's picked up the loose ball, plays it into Chris Brown. Chris Brown has Kevin Bonner in support. He's going to go himself though, as Chris Brown, for eventually giving it to Kevin Bonner. He scored once in this half so far as Kevin Bonner. He sent that one high. Great response by Bruff. Fantastic finish from Bonner. Yeah,
great finish by Bonner. And again, look, both, in fairness to Bruff, both of their halfbacks, both Kevin Bonner and Patrick Finn, they're looking to get up the field whenever they get a chance. And when they get chances, they're very, very good, and a great score there. And certainly a great riposte after conceding another goal.
Level again for the first time in the game as Fergal O'Connor's away here again for Effin. He's going straight through and goal. He's got Frankie Herr with him. Steps instead does Fergal O'Connor. Plays it across. Goal chance here. It's been fluffed. Rory O'Connor, I think, was in there. Surely should have went earlier. Bruff have gotten away with that one. Effin will be disappointed they haven't a third goal as Bruff played us up to Danny O'Leary from midfield. Brilliant block from Nicky Quaid on O'Leary's shot and tried to win it back. There's Mark Mullins unable to do so, and it's Sean Mernan for Bruff. He's got help outside him. He's come back this side, tries to play it to Christopher Brown. Mike Ray is there again for Effin. Brown is with him. He's done well, Brown, to make sure primary possession isn't won by Effin. Paddy O'Donovan is foraging there, so is Paul Brown, and Brown eventually gets it into his hand. Needs a bit of help there, doesn't have it though, and he plays it, gets a bit of space eventually. Nicky Quaid reads that one like he was reading it all last night, and Nicky Quaid now under pressure from Daniel O'Leary. Clear tug the first time, an even clearer one from David Brown second time round, and Nicky Quaid in a bit of trouble there. David Brown and Nicky having a few verbals between them now, and this will suit Effin down to the ground, Mark.
Absolutely, Nicky using his experience there again, and good control initially from him. and managed to draw the foul then after that. But Nicky certainly playing playing his part in the first half, reading the play well, hole in the middle. And after initially getting dragged out the field probably for the first maybe 10 minutes of the match, he's just sitting back there reading the game. And again, a ball from Paul Brown, he intercepted that well, cut out the ball from going into the Bruff full forward line. Bruff seemed now to have elected maybe to play 3 inside, and maybe that might suit Effin going forward, because they certainly had problems with the extra man around the middle of the field. But the problem from a Bruff point of view was that anytime they were getting on that possession, a lot of the time they were going wide. So a chance for Nicky Quaid here now to use the ball well, and certainly Effin will be looking to get on the score sheet.
Keeps it on the same line, aiming towards Paddy O'Donovan and Ewan Dillon there. O'Donovan breaks it down. Paul Brown is there for Bruff, has it in his hand, surely been fouled, gets the hand pass away. No whistle forthcoming there as Murnan, hand pass into the middle. Not the greatest of balls, and Chris Brown has a bit of trouble here for Bruff as Kevin Bonner looks for point number 3. It's going to break around the edge of the square, it's flicked. O'Neill got a touch and that's all it needed. Touched it away from goal, did the Effin goalkeeper. David Brown has thrown that one back. A diving swing there from the corner back there, Pat Carroll, but it's Bruff still there. Colin Madden hasn't been able to get it into his hand at any stage. He's been hit though. Alan Byrne just couldn't help himself, and it's a free in for Bruff. But Chris Brown is in major trouble in front of us here, Mark.
Yeah, Chris Brown seems to be in trouble. Definitely for David Brown, the edge of the square, they're very, very busy. And again, Bruff, their forwards, in fairness, when they don't have the ball, they are very honest, and they're working hard, and a lot of their scores have come off their forwards pressuring the ball and turning it over. Again, they're another turnover, and a chance for Bruff to narrow the gap. Well, it's level pegging at the moment, but to go a point ahead. Certainly their performance in the first half would probably suggest that they should be a lot more up than that, having given away maybe 2 soft goals and missing a lot of chances themselves. So they're a point ahead now, and they'll just have to keep on working, and it's going to be a real batten down the hatches effort from Bruff in the second half. They'll have to show resolve, because at this stage, the advantage of the elements, Effin are looking very good.
We've 3 minutes of added time to play here. We played nearly 2 already as Paddy O'Donovan plays this one inside. And it's Frankie Hurd that's there for Effin. Goal scorer, of course. And their second goal is it's won by Tommy Quaid up towards Ewan Dillon. Dillon now needing a bit of help. Has it? If he wants it from Frankie Hurd, opts to shoot. Instead, it's going to drop. Eric Finn is off his line. Well, he's free out, says the referee. I'm not sure. Was there too much in that one? Doesn't matter. Timmy McGrath's the man that matters with that decision. Maybe on that occasion, Pierce O'Kelly just standing behind the full back, hand on him just to make sure the jump wasn't good. That's what we're saying up in the commentary box here in Kilmallock, where Bruff lead 10 points to 2-3 of Effin in the closing stages of this Lions of Limerick Premier Intermediate Hurling Championship Round 6 tie here in Kilmallock, as Effin and Nicky Quaid trying to win possession again. In fact, it's Nicky, back to Ryan O'Neill. O'Neill with a lovely pass to Patrick O'Donovan. Picks him from 45 metres. Well, that's the half-time whistle from referee Timmy McGrath. It's been a fascinating first half. Bruff dominating the early stages to go. 4 points and no score in front. But Effin's 2 goals from number 10, Rory O'Connor, and as well Frankie Hurd, have got them right back into the contest. It is they'll have to win the second half. Mark, your thoughts on that first half?
Yeah, very entertaining. I think, to be fair, Bruff probably dominated on the hurling front in terms of the way they have performed. Obviously they have a couple of things to fix. Their accuracy has really let them down. On top of that, they're leaving the middle way too open, and Effin have created 3 gilt-edge goal opportunities on the back of that, managed to convert both of those. But at this stage, Effin are looking very good. They have the win in the second half. But having said that, Bruff, a lot of their performance they've got right. They've dominated the game. It didn't show it on the scoreboard, but at this stage, like, Bruff are playing the better hurling. They'll have to continue playing that hurling in the second half. Obviously be more productive. Effin will have to improve, no doubt about that. But it is delicately poised at this stage. You'll have to say, with the advantage of the elements, that Effin look the likely winners, but at this stage, who knows? And it's all to play for.
Indeed it is. It is Bruff that lead here in Kilmallock by 10 points to 2-3. Fascinating second half ahead. Join us for it shortly here on Stream Sport. David Brown is there. David Brown has hit that one and he's hit it straight over the bar. First position of pressure though. Great work by 2 Bruff forwards there. The pass comes from Brown to Colin Madden, and Madden has sent it between the posts for Chris Brown and Bruff. Brown, lovely touch in the centre there. It's the centre forward that gets the strike away. Danny O'Leary, and Mark, in these conditions, that's to get the ball into his hand, and it's good to create a chance here for Bruff. It's Colin Madden, and Madden has got 1 already in the game. He's got number 2 here, and Effin just
definitely more manageable now, and you'll expect Paddy to put this over the black spot.
So O'Donovan strikes that, and Effin are on the board here in Kilmarnock.
Yeah, just unfortunately he couldn't put that one over.
Chance now for Bruff to get another score. The strike is good on this occasion for Chris Brown.
Be happy with that with only 17 minutes gone.
So Donovan with the strike, and yeah, straight over the bar. That one goes for Paddy. This game, he hasn't had one in a while. First two didn't go to plan. He struck this one much better as Dara Butler. No mistake with that one, Mark. And confidence as well. Two Bruff players go usually not the way you'd want it, and it's broken into Rory O'Connor, and he is away here. Sean Murnan doing his best to stay with him, but Rory O'Connor is still going. Goal chance developing here for Effin. Goes for it and buries it. What a finish from Rory O'Connor.
Hard enough, and another chance created for their half back here.
Kevin Bonner's had a very good game, and Kevin Bonner has bookmarked that with a lovely Murnan, and it's flicked back now to Chris Brown, and Brown with the shot this time, and this time Chris Brown has nailed his. Bruff have reacted well to hit.
Excellent use of the ball, great pass to Paddy O'Donovan, and he's an opportunity now that he puts over the bar.
Yeah, beautiful strike from Paddy, third
yards of him. Unfortunately he wasn't
second half of the Lions of Limerick Premier Intermediate Hurling Championship clash between Effin and Bruff. A win for either side, of course, puts them into the semi-final. A draw will also see both sides qualify for the last four this afternoon. It is Bruff that lead 10 points to 2-3 at the end of a very interesting first half for so many different reasons. John Keogh here in commentary for the second half again. Delighted to be joined by Mark Foley for the second half hour of this afternoon's game. Mark, it's anyone's game really again, isn't it?
Anyone's game at this stage. Obviously, first half was interesting enough that Bruff dominated in open play but missed a number of opportunities that they have expected to convert. Effin with the 2 goals could have got 3. Look to have the legs on Bruff when they break in past their half back line. Certainly they'll be looking to do that a little bit more also in the second half, as well as get a few more scores from play. Haven't really threatened from out the field now. The wind has been a huge factor, alright. Paddy O'Donovan very good from the frees, but Bruff certainly will have to up their performance in the second half. Will have to be more clinical in front of goals. Still anyone's game. Bruff probably dominating in terms of open play, so they'll look to continue that and win the battles in around that middle third and get the ball into their forwards, who look threatening if they get enough of the ball, but a lot of the time they're electing to shoot from distance, which to be fair they won't be able to do in the second half because the wind is so strong. So at this point, anyone's game. Effin look to be really up for it. Their use of the ball is good. Nicky Quaid leading them from the back. Interesting to see how Paddy Donovan gets on in the second half. But all in all, it's anyone's game. And certainly I think if there's another goal in this game, it'll be crucial.
Yeah, Effin now joining us for the second half. They were a little bit delayed. Maybe a bit of tactics from their management team and absolutely no rush to get back out onto the field here in Kilmallock. And we're just moments away as referee Timmy McGrath makes sure everyone's ready to get us started here, and that's exactly what he's done. No changes by the looks of things to either side at half time as Dara Butler wins possession, plays it inside, and already you see Bruff playing the ball that bit shorter as Paul O'Riordan goes towards it. Doesn't come up from the first attempt, does for the second. O'Riordan on the run up against Robert Cagney, plays it across. Lovely ball there by Paul O'Riordan, trying to find Danny O'Leary here. Under pressure is Danny O'Leary, and he's been fouled, says the referee Timmy McGrath, and a chance for Dara Butler to put Bruff 2 points in front.
Yeah, if enough one there, I thought maybe it was shoulder to shoulder, maybe slight shoulder to the side, maybe. But certainly a good use of the ball there from Bruff, good crossfield ball, and head up using the crossfield ball to give the ball to Danny O'Leary there, and I suppose the altercation there has been blown, and it's a relatively easy chance for Bruff to open their account in the second half.
Butler with 1 free in the first half. And he's got that one, 2 frees I should say. He's got that one as well. Point number 3 for Dara Butler. 50 seconds played in the second half, and it's Bruff leading by 2 points. Puck out now to come by Ryan O'Neill. He's got a good strike in that one, dropping it very far into Paddy O'Donovan was the plan, but it's broken. It's Ewan Dillon that has it for Effin. Hand pass off to Rory O'Connor, and Rory O'Connor with the strike. Immediate response by Effin, and Martha went long, broke it down, works his way out to Rory O'Connor. A good finish from him. Yeah,
certainly great finish and great use of the ball again, and you can see the length of the puck out there. But like Effin, what they're doing, it's not too complicated. They're getting the ball, they're trying to use it as best as possible, but they want to go direct wherever possible.
Clash there in the middle of the park there. It's Mark Mullins and Colin Madden that collided, and both players had a bit of trouble at the moment. Here we'll have a break, no question on this one. Madden is up, but he was holding his shoulder on the ground, looked in a bit of trouble. It's one to keep an eye on maybe as he winces, and he's gone back down, Colin Madden, where Mark Mullins also worse for wear after that challenge. He's certainly okay to continue, but Colin Madden, a bit of concern here for him.
Yeah, well, hopefully, it was just a clash, and again, nothing untoward or anything like that. Both of them going for the ball, honestly, and it looks like the both of them will be okay. Now, yeah, it'll just be interesting to see what the referee does, because I think possession might have been in the hands of a Bruff player. Is he going to go in direct free, or is he going to go throw it in? Yeah, it looks like he's going to throw it in. So, look, Effin will go direct wherever they can, and it'll be up to Bruff to match that and match their intensity.
Yeah, it's Paddy O'Donovan and Patrick Finn trying to win it, or lining up for it, and it's Sean Murnan and Bruff that initially won it. Good play from O'Connor, and it breaks to Fergal. O'Connor now back to Paddy Donovan. Donovan with this strike, it's a glorious one if he can pull it off. Paddy O'Donovan has nailed the point of the game by far. Sensational from O'Donovan, first from play.
Yeah, well, that's the ability Paddy has, like a very good pass to begin with, and look, very little room to manoeuvre there in terms of getting his strike off, but off his back foot, very, very little backlift under Hurley over the bar. Fantastic score, and that'll give definitely Effin a good boost going forward.
Sides are level for the second time here. The delivery inside from Paul Tracy doesn't go to plan. Well picked up by Kevin Bonner, who was one of the stars for Bruff in the first half. 2 points from half back, delivers this one. Robert Cagney is out in front of Paul O'Riordan for this one. Cagney goes to it. Last touch off him, though. It's gone out over the end sideline, I should say, and it's a sideline ball for Bruff. And interested in that one straight away is Chris Brown for Bruff. And he seemed to be struggling at the end of the first half. That Chris Brown looks okay now as he strikes this one. It's not a good one, could work out. Colin Madden, glorious touch shot, doesn't match it though. Delivers inside to the edge of the square. Out comes Pat Carroll. He's up very well under pressure from David Brown. Paul Tracy, short pass to Paddy O'Donovan, who was very, very deep at the beginning of this second half. Up towards Pierce O'Kelly. We know he's going to try and leave this one break. It's good work back there though by Darragh O'Brien. Pierce O'Kelly still battling as O'Kelly has eventually got it into his hand, looking for a free, looking for some help now. Hand passes back to Rory O'Connor. Rory O'Connor with the strike. Eric Finn is off his line, maybe unwisely here, and there's going to be something's happened down the sideline there. Battle between Pierce O'Kelly and Darragh O'Brien. Referee Timmy McGrath has looked for the ball. Was there a line ball? Just waiting to see what the signal is here. What Timmy McGrath is signalling here, I'm not quite sure, Mark. Sideline ball. No, it's a free in. And Paddy O'Donovan certainly in no rush to come down and take this one, but yep, seems to be a free in for Effin. Off the ball, didn't see what happened.
Yeah, well, John O'Halloran there, whose linesman seems to be indicating that there was a chop down in the hand, maybe when
Rory O'Connor got the shot away.
Yeah, maybe when Rory got the shot away, and it's a free to Effin. So, Paddy O'Donovan, going down to take the free now, and difficult opportunity again, but knowing Paddy, he'll be expecting to put this over the bar, and with the sides level, I think if Effin get their noses in front, well, they'll be very, very happy with that.
So it's O'Donovan a metre or so from the touchline, strikes it absolutely superbly. Paddy O'Donovan, as per usual from place balls, Mark, he's capable of putting on a clinic. He's done it again today.
Yeah, well, he's a very, very good pair of hands, and you can see there the way he strikes through that ball, that there's real power in it, and he's very, very accurate. So obviously from an Effin point of view, it would be in their interest between himself there and Rory O'Connor to get them on the ball. They're the shooters. Tommy Quaid as well, and if they do that, they'll be very productive.
Sub for Bruff there, number 18 has come in. That man is Owen Meany as this strike goes towards goal again. It's gone to the right and wide on this occasion from Effin and Rory O'Connor, but he is on. I'm just waiting to see who's gone off the Bruff side. Confirm that as quick as we can. Could be indeed, no, Chris Brown is still there. We'll update you with that as soon as we can. Here as Kevin Bonner has possession for Bruff. He's definitely been fouled by Ewan Dillon, no question of that one. So maybe one of the forwards coming off. Yeah, it's Colin Madden. The white helmet is gone. Maybe worse for wear after that collision a couple of moments ago. But the substitute has been made, and it's Owen Meany that's on. Paul O'Riordan trying to win that. Breaks for Paul Tracy, and Effin though doesn't get it to hand, and immediately two players falling on the ball. The ref is always going to throw that one in. It's a breaking ball here. Trying to win it is Chris Brown for Bruff. Patrick Finn is there as well, but Brown has got it into his hands. 3 Effin players around him. Picks out a great pass to Kevin Bonner. Bonner on the run here. Has been chased by Ewan Dillon. Good work from Dillon. Bonner still going though. Excellent from him. The hand pass though didn't go to plan. Didn't look as he gave it there. And Mark Mullins was there for Effin. He's there for a second time as well. Hand pass to Fergal O'Connor. O'Connor flicks it out. And it's Paul Tracy now to Rory O'Connor. And O'Connor has it for Effin, trying to deliver this. It's a good ball to Paddy Donovan. Donovan with a glorious step to beat Paul Brown off his left from 45 metres out. And Paddy Donovan, great stop there from Eric Finn. Yeah, it's confirmed that he did very well, Eric Finn, but it looks like he could have caused a bit of damage on the way down there. The Bruff keeper limping away from that incident. Back with play. It's Bruff in possession now, and it's their corner back. James O'Riordan that launches this one, heading towards Danny O'Leary and Nicky Quaid. Quaid was always going to win that one. Bats it down for Paul Tracy. Tracy economical with his bit of play there was Paul Tracy, and caught in the end though, and Bruff have done well to put the pressure on. Paul O'Riordan and Chris Brown there, but Effin and Nicky Quaid are there. It's broken to the centre forward Danny O'Leary. O'Leary's on the run, needs a bit of help quickly though as Nicky Quaid converges on him. Ball breaks. It's Darragh Butler trying to win it. Mark Mullins is there as well. Great take from Ewan Dillon to do brilliantly. He's lost it again though. Chance for Bobby O'Brien and Bruff to get a much needed score. He sent it high as Bobby O'Brien. He sent it to the left and wide.
Yeah, again.
Wide number 11, Mark.
Yeah, wide number 11, and a very, very, I suppose, scoreable chance there from Bruff, but the wind got hold of it and just drifted left and wide, so they'll be disappointed about that. But unbelievable pressure on the ball all over the field. Everyone going down on the ball. You're not certain they're going to get it up. Such is the pressure that's been applied, and certainly a lot of the scores and a lot of the scoring opportunities are coming off the back of turnovers like that one was there. So certainly great endeavour and honesty being shown by the players in terms of when they don't have the ball. But obviously, conversely, like Effin will be disappointed that they didn't come out with that ball. Look to have control of it on a number of occasions, but Bruff working hard managed to turn it over and put it wide. But it's the same story again from Bruff. They're going to have to be more clinical when they get those chances, and obviously like 30 yards out, 35 yards out, given that the fact that the wind is very, very strong, it's still a very scoreable opportunity, and they'll have to nail those going forward.
It's Danny O'Leary that was down injured for Bruff. That's why we had the delay, and he's limping away. He's at full forward for the moment with Bobby O'Brien coming out 2-11. Paul Brown and Paddy O'Donovan battling. O'Donovan with a little hand on the back of Paul Brown as he went for it. And so Paul Brown to take this free for Bruff, does it quickly, aiming towards David Brown in there. Pat Carroll is there with him, and out comes Alan Byrne to help his corner back out, but again Effin unable to win clean ball there, and Danny O'Leary suitably recovered now, plays that one across towards Chris Brown. Pressure is there from Fergal O'Connor, and it's there twice from O'Connor as Paul Tracy also tries to get involved for Effin. Eventually breaks to Ewan Dillon. He's done well as Ewan Dillon needs a bit of help, finds it in the form of his captain Nicky Quaid. A rare slip from Nicky, but gets it into the hand again. The hand pass across to his Limerick panellist teammate Fergal O'Connor. O'Connor switches play, aiming towards Pierce O'Kelly. This is the type of ball Pierce O'Kelly wants. Out in front of him, a bit to run at. Good work back there though from Dara O'Brien, and Bruff come away with Kevin Bonner taking that pass from Paul Brown before delivering in towards Bobby O'Brien. O'Brien has it in the hand, needs a bit of help, finds it from Chris Brown, and Brown strikes that. A very, very well worked score from Bruff.
Excellent, and to be fair to Bobby on that occasion, Bobby O'Brien, one possession, head up straight away, runner onto the shoulder, Chris Brown, and hit it with real conviction, and great score from Bruff.
Level for a third time here in Kilmallock. Long puck out. Again, good take from Jason Hayes. Hayes has plenty of options with him. Finds one in Sean Murnan over on that far side. Fergal O'Connor trying to get close to him, unable to do so. In towards David Brown. Pat Carroll and him developing into a very, very good battle there. It's Bruff trying to get the lead score again here in Kilmallock, but unable to win clean possession as either team. There could end up in a throw ball, eventually brilliantly picked up. That's a free for Bruff, and it's Meany, the own Meany, just on the field. A couple of minutes for Colin Madden, won that free, and Markey did ever so well to do so.
He did, John. Again, at this time of year, like greasy conditions, the most important thing is get possession. Win your ball, don't be worried about what happens afterwards. And again, on that occasion, own Meany bent his back, two hands in the hurley, down over the ball, won his ball, drew the free, and a great chance now for Bruff as well to go 1 point ahead. So, a lot of the time, the scores we see are coming from turnovers. Very, very important. Get your touch, do the simple things very right this time of year, and the chances will accrue after that.
Dara Butler with the Bruff free, and he has sent that right over the middle there. So Bruff back into the lead. It's toing and throwing, Mark. Again, we've played 11 and a half minutes of the second half. It's still anyone's game.
Still anyone's game, but definitely, outside of the opening maybe first 3 or 4 minutes, Bruff seem to be creating more chances from open play. Now, their conversion was obviously an issue in the first half, but they've continued that in vain in the second half, that they have created more chances than Effin, given the fact even that they are against the wind. So definitely Bruff are more productive, and there's no doubt about that. Effin will have to really sharpen up and get that ball forward a little bit quicker and create more opportunities.
Sideline ball on the far side for Paul Brown and Bruff. It's a good one from him, looking for the run of Danny O'Leary. He's got out in front of Nicky Quaid. Not an easy thing to do. Great block there from Paul Tracy on Chris Brown's attempted delivery inside, and Fergal O'Connor strikes it. It's a good strike from Fergal O'Connor. It's a great strike from Fergal O'Connor. He was hit late as well, was the Effin midfielder. He's going to require a bit of attention. Mark, one of the scores of the game.
Great score. Well, I suppose initially, like, Chris Brown had an opportunity to clear the ball there and elected to hit it off his left hand side. Should have hit it off his right. Obviously it then got blocked down. Again, ball goes straight to Fergal O'Connor, ball over the bar. Excellent score from Effin, but again off the back of a turnover from Bruff having possession, getting blocked down. Effin working very, very hard. I think that was an important score for them, because for the last 3 or 4 minutes Bruff certainly have upped the intensity and have created scoring opportunities and seem to have taken over all over the field. So that's a good riposte there from Effin, and it's important for them now to kick on and maybe get a little bit more possession around that middle third to create more opportunities for their forwards inside.
Level for a fourth time. Eric Finn is still And a bit of trouble down below. Either that or he's taking a little breather here, but when he flicked that ball back into play from Paddy O'Donovan's shot 5 or so minutes ago, did land awkwardly when he came back down. He's definitely struggling down there, Mark. He'll continue though as that one drops around midfield there. O'Donovan and Brown go for it. It's Brown and O'Donovan still on the ball, not winning clean possession. That's done though by Sean Murnan. Plays a hand pass out to Kevin Bonner. Bonner, who's been so good for Bruff throughout this game, plays a low one inside towards David Brown. Again, Pat Carroll is there in front. Alan Byrne and Bobby O'Brien and Nicky Quaid all going for this one. Paul Tracy, I should say, it was in there for Effin. It's Tracy that comes away with it again. Great work from him. Plays it across the field to Ewan Dillon. Dillon now looking at his option. Plays it down the same line towards his full forward there, Pierce O'Kelly, but Jason Hayes has been brilliant again there for Bruff and does get a clearance away. That's it to Darrell Butler. Butler with the run, immediately stopped by Paul Tracy. Darrell Butler though still going with it, plays it back, and a chance to deliver from Patrick Finn. Finn towards David Brown again and Pat Carroll, neither able to win it. Ball breaks and it's Bobby O'Brien and the Alan Byrne, the Effin full back, and again it's Paul Tracy has it now for Effin. Good pass there in the middle from Mike Ray. He goes long with it. Brilliant bat out of the fence by the corner back on this occasion for Bruff, and it was James O'Riordan doing so. Kevin Bonner delivers inside again. End-to-end stuff at the moment here in Kilmallock. David Brown unable to win clean possession, and Paul O'Riordan ends up fouling Paul Tracy. Tracy's come away in a bit of trouble there. He's not getting involved in that, surely. No. In the end, just a little bit of a how to get to know. I think Paul Tracy was just in a bit of pain and wanted to take it out on someone as he came out.
Yeah, exchanging pleasantries, I think, is all they were there. There was nothing.
You wouldn't know anything about that, Mark.
No. Certainly, and I think there was no harm in that at all. It's actually sometimes it's nice to see that the players care and play with a bit of intensity and a bit of fight as well. So the game at this stage, it seems to be ebbing and flowing, going from half back line to half back line, half back line to half back line. Bruff seem to be really battening down the hatches there at the back. It's important that Effin, I think, need to get a score on the board.
And that is exactly what Paddy O'Donovan has done. He was closer to his deed in the 45 there, Mark. Yes, he had the breeze, but that is a glorious, glorious strike.
Yeah, fantastic strike there from Paddy. Hit it on the meat and obviously just made it over the crossbar. But again, from an Effin point of view, I think it's important. When they get the ball, they should be looking really for Paddy O'Donovan, I think. And as well as that, Rory O'Connor seems to have legs as well, and is creating opportunities at will too. So I think the spread from Bruff seems to be more varied. They all seem to be able to score, but from a scoring point of view, Effin, I think, need to be getting their shooters on the ball.
Michael O'Riordan is on for David Brown on the Bruff side, and also on for Effin wearing number 23. Aaron Moffat is on for Mark Mullins. That's going to be a free out for Effin as well. It's Nicky Quaid, no surprise, Mark. Anything that drops, he's thereabouts.
Yeah, Nicky mopping up there again and took responsibility for winning that ball. And
Donovan's gone back again.
Yeah. Well, it's certainly scoreable, and he has the range, it seems. If he hits this, I would fancy it to go dead anyway, whatever about the accuracy. And certainly if Feddy's going back to have a go, it means it's definitely within his compass.
He's got a couple of yards as well that he didn't have beforehand as well. He has struck it very, very well. Again, has Paddy. This one is going to drop over the bar, even stronger than the last one, Mark. And look, we talk about players and this kind of stuff. You always talk about who's going to make the Limerick final next year. Surely Paddy O'Donovan. He was there last year for a while. I'm sure he's on the radar again this year, judging by what he can do day by day.
Yeah, well certainly, skill-wise, there's no issue there anyway, and he's very, very accurate. So, yeah, he's definitely someone that maybe John Kiley and the lads will be having a look at. I think he was injured for maybe a part of his time inside with the senior panel, so maybe he's ready to have another crack at it.
Yeah, Bruff now trying to get back into this one. It's Paul O'Riordan on the run for them. He plays it across. Paul Tracy is there, and he's had a very, very impressive second half as Paul Tracy trying to get a bit of room to clear that one. Finds our teammate Nicky Quaid, and it's on now to Tommy Quaid, who has certainly dropped back even further with Paddy O'Donovan moving forward again. That one's going to break, and it's going to break to Frankie Hurd. The touch has been good all day from Frankie. The touch wasn't there this time. Fair. Oh, he could have played along, and Paddy O'Donovan was true on goals, but referee Timmy McGrath again blew up early, and Frankie Hurd in a bit of trouble.
Yeah, it looked like as he was bending down there, he got a shoulder maybe into the side of the head. Again, nothing malicious or anything like that in it, but I suppose Effin will be disappointed because we were on about getting their shooters on the ball, and it looked like Paddy O'Donovan was straight through on goal. And there's probably none of the Effin forwards you'd fancy more than Paddy to get on the ball, but it's a throw in now, and certainly a let off for Bruff.
It is. It's Effin that have it done. It's O'Donovan trying that one. Well, he's got some remarkable scores today. Mark, he's maybe winning this game in his own here.
Yeah, well, that's a great score because, going away from goal off his back foot, like to put that over the bar off his left-hand side, which is technically a difficult one to do because the bend of the ball will probably go right to left, so you're at the wrong side of the field for that, so that's a great score. And, again, hands-wise, skill-wise, Paddy's capable of executing those shots, so certainly a great score.
Bobby O'Brien is off the Bruff side as well here. We'll just confirm in a moment who is on for him. But either way, back with play. Fergal O'Connor struggling to keep that one in. And on the Bruff side is Dermot Dennehy. And Dermot Dennehy can certainly do a bit of damage there. He's a huge size of a man. You would imagine Bruff's target now, Mark, will be delivering it in to him as Fergal O'Connor delivers this one around the edge of the square. It's going to break, and it's going to break well for Bruff and Darragh O'Brien. O'Brien finds a pass to his fellow full backline man, James O'Riordan. O'Riordan is intercepted by Paddy O'Donovan, plays a pass to Pierce O'Kelly. Is there another goal on here? O'Kelly goes for the point instead. O'Donovan was hit late as well. We've played 49 minutes here, Mark, and Effin just starting to take a bit of control with O'Donovan to the centre of it.
Yeah, they've opened up a bit of daylight when it was kind of to and fro there for maybe 5 minutes or so, and each team kind of having periods of dominance. Effin have taken control for the last 5 minutes. There was a goal on there, but I suppose at that stage, to put the gap to 4 points was probably as good as any score, and Effin are looking very good now.
Indeed they are here. They're on the run again. It's going to be a free in. Another free in and another chance for Paddy O'Donovan. It's just the tide has certainly turned in the last few minutes there towards Effin.
Yeah, absolutely. They've got really their tails up now, and a couple of super scores obviously from Paddy O'Donovan. Paddy O'Donovan has opened up daylight between Effin and Bruff.
And seems to have given confidence to the rest of the team as well.
Yeah, absolutely. And their half back line there is after getting on top there in the last 5 minutes as well. Nicky Quaid got on a couple of good balls there. Middle of the field, they're driving forward. That chance came from the Effin team just driving forward, and obviously it was a good pass, and it looked like a certain score. Only Darragh O'Brien elected to take the man down, so a routine enough chance now for Paddy O'Donovan, but certainly Effin will be very, very happy with the way they're going at the moment. And again, as we said before, in terms of their game plan, that it's not ornate or intricate or anything like that. They just get the ball, and if there's an opportunity to give it in, they give it in. They're not just lumping the ball for the sake of it. They're trying to find those pockets of space, maybe left and right of Pierce O'Kelly in the full forward line there. And when that's not on, just get the ball to the shooter, and Paddy O'Donovan has been excellent in that regard as well.
So it's O'Donovan. You'd imagine, as Mark Foley mentioned, a fairly routine one. No problem for Paddy. It's another score for him, another score for Effin indeed as well. We have played now nearly 51 minutes of this Lions of Limerick Premier Intermediate Hurling Championship round 6 clash here in Kilmallock, and it's Effin leading by 2-12 to 13 points. Bruff needs something, and they need it fairly quickly here. That one is kept in play, done well to keep it in play there to Paul O'Riordan, but it's Effin that have it, and Fergal O'Connor has been fouled, and there may be a bit of trouble for James O'Riordan there.
Yeah, I suppose, look, Fergal again, showed his pace there, took off, and used his head. Saw the man inside was loose, gave the pass off. James O'Riordan just elected to take the man out. I suppose a lazy challenge, but again, speaking from experience, probably no malice or anything like that, just wanted to give away the free rather than give away the goal chance, and that's his job. But I suppose the net result is another routine chance, really. I think, depending on where the ball landed from the pass, for Paddy O'Donovan to put to open get the gap further between the teams. And certainly at this stage, Effin's half back line and their middle of the field is on top. Fergal O'Connor got that ball, and again, similar to the last opportunity, just drove at the Bruff defence, and that seems to be paying dividends for them. Showed a clean pair of heels to his marker, created the extra man, and a chance now for Paddy O'Donovan to put another one over the bar. And in fairness to Paddy in the second half, every chance he's got, he's taken.
Indeed he has, looking for point number 10 of the game. Will Paddy, when he takes this one on, but Fergal O'Connor is the man down. And Mark, Fergal O'Connor got his chance for Limerick in the past year as well, in the early stages in the Munster Hurling League and League as well, and didn't look out of place when he played, obviously coming from the Limerick 20s team the year before, and he certainly had a very solid year for Effin as well.
Yeah, absolutely, and Fergal with the under 20s was very impressive. During their run there last year, very, very, very good. And as you said, inside with the Limerick senior panel, didn't look out of place at all. Certainly he has the pace for the inter-county stuff, there's no doubt about that, and attacks every ball. You can see when he got that ball there, there was nothing in his mind, only to drive straight forward, and it's that single-mindedness maybe, and that directness is what's needed a lot of the times in inter-county stuff, and certainly playing very well today. Maybe not a different kind of player to the likes of Paddy O'Donovan, but certainly taking on responsibility. When he gets the ball, he makes every one of them stick, and he's obviously back in. He's fitting well now to go back to his place, and certainly a huge player for Effin and for Limerick going forward.
It all ends up with that free after James O'Riordan's late hit on Fergal O'Connor, who, as Mark Foley mentioned, is fine to continue. As O'Donovan lines this one up, and he certainly scored harder ones today, but that doesn't mean he won't be taking the same care and attention with this one. Well, Paddy O'Donovan strikes it, and you could see from Eric Finn's face, even from here, Mark, a little bit of resignation in his face as that one went over the bar. 2-13 to 13 points now, and it's a long way back for Bruff.
Absolutely, yeah, and it's a huge 5 minutes for Bruff now. Again, a very, very soft free there from a Bruff point of view. Nicky standing under it and coming in the side of him. But, not so much. I mean, when we spoke about it before the game, there will be bigger days ahead, I'd say, maybe for these two clubs. There's no doubt about that. I think you could see Bruff and Effin are going to be in the knockout stages. So there will be bigger days ahead. So it's very important from a Bruff point of view here. Maybe they're not going to win the game now. Maybe they might. There's still a chance to win the game, but maybe they won't. But what's important, is that they, batten down the hatches and put their shoulders to the wheel for what's left in the game, and not finish on a downer and go down by 9 or 10 points, because that definitely would affect the group. So it's important, from a morale perspective, to keep working, keep doing the simple things well, drive on and back up your teammates and finish on a high if possible.
Blood's up here for Bruff. It's Conor McIntyre in for James O'Riordan, I think, is the man coming off, and that free has been brought forward as well for a bit of verbals at referee Timmy McGrath as well. So Paddy O'Donovan with a chance for point number 11, and the strike is good from Paddy. It's so clear and it's so clean, but he's headed to the right and wide this time, Mark.
Yeah.
Well, he's entitled to one miss maybe.
Absolutely, and I suppose when you are going to miss it, it's important to miss him when you're a nice bit ahead. Yeah, surprisingly, that was probably one of his easier frees in terms of the position in front of the goals, but a let off for Bruff and an opportunity for him to break forward now.
Dara Butler trying to do just that, but Tommy Quaid with a very good interception. Paul O'Riordan then has won, and Paul O'Riordan has been fouled, tugged back by Tommy Quaid, and it's going to be a free into Bruff. Could have been thrown in maybe with the reaction of Paul O'Riordan, but referee Timmy McGrath happy to leave it go. I'm going to have another sub momentarily for Effin as well. Looks like Enda Kelly as the man to come on. Maybe at the next break of play for the Effin side. So a chance for Dara Butler to put 5 between them. He hasn't struck that one at all, Dara Butler. And that man, well, it's kept in indeed. Dermot Dennehy doing well. Alan Byrne making sure it didn't go wide as well. Was holding up in the breeze, and it's a battle in there again, but it's Effin and Fergal O'Connor that have, and O'Connor plays this one short too. Rory O'Connor taking on his man Sean Murnan. We've seen all throughout the game that Rory O'Connor can take players on all day long. He has the pace and he has the power to get away as well, and a little bit of messing going on off the ball, and we're coming to the closing stages of the game, Mark, and frustrations from both sides, well, from Bruff more than anything, but coming out at this late stage.
Absolutely, yeah. And again, Fergal at the Effin side there, was it Rory?
Rory O'Connor?
Yeah, Rory, like the goal in the first half, showing a clean pair of heels. He's a player with lots of pace, and it's a huge attacking threat, especially from deep, from an Effin point of view, because you're a half back dragged out the field and you've Rory O'Connor running at you. It's not a very exciting prospect for a defender, but again, an opportunity for Paddy O'Donovan on the back. A great play from Rory, and it's an excellent score again for Paddy O'Donovan.
Paddy's got that one. As I said, he was entitled to one miss. He made up for it very quickly, that miss. The next opportunity straight over the bar as Kelly comes on for Frankie Herr. That's the substitution. Goal scoring hero in the first half, Frankie Herr for Effin. Well, it's Paddy O'Donovan with point number 11 of the game for him, and it puts Effin in to 2-14 to 13 points lead here in the closing stages in Kilmallock here. Battle now, and it's Kelly trying to get in there straight away. Tommy Quaid is there as well, but it's Dara Butler that has it for Bruff. He's been fouled by Paul Tracy, and Dara Butler looking to take it quickly here. There isn't too many options inside for Bruff though as he plays this one over towards one of the substitutes there. It's a good take there as well. Chance now for Dermot Dennehy, bearing in a goal. Dennehy with the goal chance. Dermot Dennehy has got it, and maybe there's a bit of life in this game yet.
Yeah, an excellent finish from a good ball in. I think was it Paul Reardon, I think, won the initial ball. I think. Yeah, it was a good ball in.
Substitute Michael O'Riordan. Michael O'Riordan, great catch.
Yeah, it was actually a great diagonal ball in. Yeah, Michael O'Riordan wins the ball. A great pass. And an excellent finish, even though he have stumbled, he was tripped actually, to be fair. It was probably a penalty, but no, excellent finish. And Bruff not out of this game yet.
They are indeed, as Paul O'Riordan tries to win that one. It's a hit on Tommy Quaid. It's a free in for Effin, and a chance to slow it down again after the concession of that goal. But you know, just Bruff kicking themselves, or shooting themselves in the foot, I should say there, because O'Riordan went up to it. Probably a ball he disappointed he didn't catch, and then ball breaks and he glides straight away into Tommy Quaid.
Yeah, no need to go in so hard really. I suppose it was really frustration and not having won the ball initially, and then decided to go after it very, very hard. And at times you have to step back and just stand the man up, and just elected to go very, very hard in on Tommy Quaid. And you know, I suppose it was certainly a well-earned free, because it was a frontal shoulder into the chest, and you know, but a very easy free, or a very from a Bruff point of view, to be given away, you know, because it's hard enough to score if you're giving away easy frees like that, when you're just making it quite easy for the opposition to tag on more points.
So Donovan, a couple of metres outside the 45, strikes this one, and again has the desired effect and the desired finish for Paddy O'Donovan and Effin. That's point number 12 for O'Donovan, point number 15 to add to the 2 goals for Effin, as well as Fergal O'Connor takes possession. 2:15 to 1:13 in Effin's favour, as O'Connor goes with this one off his left from miles out from Fergal O'Connor. Goes to the left and wide, but Mark, at this stage, a wide is as good as the score.
As good as the score. Important to hit the ball dead, and it started up with a puck up. But again, Fergal O'Connor showing his pace, also showing his direct route to goal. You know, the execution wasn't 100% there, but as you said, as good as a point.
Tommy Quaid over carrying there, and there's a bit of trouble here, and someone's going to be called over here by referee Timmy McGrath. Quaid wasn't giving the ball back easy, and it's Chris Brown that's in a bit of trouble here, I think. Or is it Dara Butler? No, it's Chris Brown. Silly move here. If this is anything other than a yellow, it is a red, and of course that is going to lead to trouble down the line for Bruff. He will most likely, unless an appeal or whatever else, Mark, and we're not going to get into the vagrancies of that, but it's a red card for Chris Brown, and that is a needless one from Bruff's point of view.
Yeah, absolutely, just used to the boot, and of course it's straight in front of the referee. So, you know, having won the free is just disappointing to kind of give it away again, much like the last one, when you're in a position to affect the scoreboard on your own side, just to be given away, you know, a needless kind of a red card like that. Very disappointing, and they'll rue that.
Back with play, and it's battle for possession there. Chris McIntyre was there for Bruff, but it's Effin that again come away, and it's Ewan Dillon trying to move on there, unable to keep the ball in play though. Sideline one over on the far side for Bruff, and they're running out of time. We have played just on 1 minute of added time. We're not sure how many that referee Timmy McGrath is going to allow. There have been plenty of stoppages in the second half, Mark, to be fair.
Yeah.
But it's 21-16 at the moment, 5-point lead for Effin. They're looking to make it 6 here as Tommy Quaid into it. Doesn't find a man with the hand passes. Paul Brown that picks it up for Bruff there, and pass didn't go to plan to Kevin Bonner, as Nicky Quaid for the umpteenth time in this game picks up the loose ball. Paddy O'Donovan with the strike. It was always going to be ambitious there from Paddy. The angle had to do it quickly, wasn't going to come off as Eric Finn goes short, and it's Meany that has it, and he's going to move forward with it here as the Bruff substitute. Owen Meany finds Dara Butler looking to strike it, plays it along, not the greatest ones, and Pat Carroll is there for Effin, flicks it along into Tommy Quaid. Effin now just going through their phases here. This one for Mike Ray as he loses his footing, gets the pass away to Rory O'Connor. It'll be a final point for O'Connor. That'll be very well deserved, but it goes to the left and wide. And there's going to be a little talking to here to Pierce O'Kelly as well, I think, for that challenge on Meany. Just a noting of the number there, but it is Effin that are heading towards a victory here as we get get to the closing stages here. Eric Finn's puck out dropping and dropping. Paddy O'Donovan flicks it just into the radar of Pearse O'Kelly. Lovely hand pass from him off to Fergal O'Connor, and it's O'Connor with the high strike, and it's O'Connor with the shot, O'Connor with the score as well. Beautiful stuff from Fergal O'Connor, and Mark, they've probably finished the game, one of the best scores of the game as well.
Yeah, great score. Initially well won possession by Effin, and you know, after that, an excellent move by Fergal O'Connor, getting onto the shoulder, and an excellent finish off his left-hand side from a difficult angle, to be fair, but you know, executed well, and you know, Effin, I suppose, finishing the game with a flourish.
And Kelly on the run here gets the pass away to Ewan Dillon. Dillon with the strike. Be another fantastic score, and that's exactly what it is. They're really turning on the style in the closing stages here. Ewan Dillon taking the pass from substitute Enda Kelly, and Dillon gets the score that his work rate has probably deserved all through.
I was just going to say it. He's worked extremely hard all day. Sometimes his control has left him down, but very, very honest in his endeavour. And to be fair, you know, his performance merited that score. An excellent run onto the shoulder then of the substitute, and an excellent finish, you know, straight over the black spot off his right hand side. And as I said, like, Effin really finishing the game strongly, you know, looked under pressure all right in the first quarter, but once they got the goals and got to level pegging with Bruff, they were full value for their victory. And once they went a point or two up with the long range scores from Paddy O'Donovan, they never looked back, and realistically have been by far the better team in the second half. Bruff obviously will be disappointed, but there's a couple of very crucial lessons for them to learn today. Obviously the holding of the middle for the goals, and you know, I suppose the lesson that every team learns is that if you don't take your chances at this level of competition, you know, it's going to come back to haunt you, and that's exactly what happened with Bruff today. Too many wides in the first half.
And Paddy O'Donovan's missed another one. It's irrelevant really at this stage, as the late substitute Clive Doherty coming on for Rory O'Connor, who I think Mark just ran out of legs as the full-time whistle goes here in Kilmallock in the lines of Limerick Premier Intermediate Hurling Championship Round 6 clash. It is Effin that have beaten Bruff, and it is Effin, Mark, that are in to the competition semi-finals with a game to spare.
Yeah, well-deserved win, to be fair. I think all over the field, Effin, once they got their noses in front, you know, they were the better team. And I suppose, look, the old saying that goals win games, I suppose, was never truer than today. Once they got the goals, they got a bit of confidence. Their forwards, we'll say, from after about maybe 10 or 12 minutes of the second half, their forwards really took off. Paddy Donovan got some excellent scores, and finishing up, Fergal O'Connor was excellent as well in the middle of the field. Nicky Quaid dominating matters from the back. They were full value for their victory. Bruff obviously will be disappointed, but they live to fight another day. They still have plenty left to say in this competition, and they won't be too far away come the business end of it, I feel.
Yep, full time here in the lines of Limerick Premier Intermediate Hurling Championship clash between Effin and Bruff, and it is Effin that are victorious and in to the semi-finals of the competition with a game to spare following the 217 to 113 victory. Bruff just need a win from their final game to be sure of it. That is coming in next week's action. But from all of us here in Kilmallock today, my many thanks to Mark Foley for his expert analysis from this game here. We are heading now straight over to Cappamore in the next half hour or so for the Bon Secures Hospital Limerick Senior Hurling Championship clash between Ahan and Doon. A winner-take-all game in that one, you know, for a quarter-final clash, or a quarter-final place I should say. But that's all from us here in Kilmallock. Thanks for tuning in. Kevin Bonner breaks over. Premier Intermediate Hurling Championship Round 6 clash. It is Effin that have beaten Bruff, and it is Effin Mark that are in to the competition semi-finals with a game to spare.